Right, YouTube. This is going to be a little update for my solar project I've got going on. I haven't shown much of it on YouTube and on my Facebook group. Very limited info because, to be frank, it's a bit embarrassing because the wire work is so shoddy. It's in a bit of a mess and looks like it's about to catch fire. Again, the project for my solar backup system was not something that's going to power the house, but just something that will trickle charge and then produce enough power to run a few small appliances in case of a power cut. Again, bearing in mind the power cuts in Britain only last an hour or two, so I don't want anything too heavy. I've only got a 10-watt panel and a small, I think 30 amp charge control unit. At the moment, the power converter is only a 75 watt. I do need and will want something like a 1500 or 2000 watt power converter, but we won't get into that at the moment. I've basically got it all wired up into an old army box, and the plan was to make some sort of control panel for it. So I've just been to B&Q and bought this nice pine shelf for £6 because I couldn't find a bit of wood I needed. I was after a plastic, they're called project box, but I couldn't find any of the size I actually want. So I'm not going to use the shelf parts, just the main board. And this is going to be the new control panel for my solar box, so I can hardwire everything in permanently, because at the moment it's just crocodile clips and a little bit of black tape. So the plan is, I bought 3 back plates, 1, 2, 3, and then I bought 3 switches. I'm going to put them sideways just for the moment. Actually, put them upside down, that'll do. They're going to go at the bottom of the control panel, and I'm just about to order off eBay 3 LED voltmeters. I think they're £4 a piece, so I can turn on and off the solar panel, and when it's turned on it will show me the voltmeter, how much power is coming in. I've got one here. This will turn off my AC converter, DC AC converter, so when I turn it on the converter will kick in and it should read the same as what's in my bank. This one's going to control my battery bank. The battery bank's also going to be next to the charge control unit, so when I turn off the bank the controller unit will switch off. Bought a few. These ones sale for £2. I didn't actually need them. At the most I might need a couple, but for £2 for them I always need more. I've got a load scattered around everywhere. It's nice to have a load to hand. So yeah, I've got that. These have all got backing plates because I want it all on the surface. I don't want anything dug into the hole. So I've got I was going to go for a double switch, but I'll upgrade in time when need be. But as I've only got a 75 watt converter, that's pretty much going to go there. Then we'll pretend that's my charge control unit, box of screws. Charge control unit's going to go there. My charge controller is slightly bigger, but for the sake of it, that'll go there, hardwired in. Behind here I'll have the converter screwed to the back of the board. This will be a faceplate. It's not going to be a shelf, it's going to be sort of upright facing forward. I'll have my main shut off switch for my charge controller unit and my battery bank there, with a voltage meter there for to turn on and off the converter, and then this one will turn off the solar panel, and they'll all have voltage meters above them. So I'm just going to go nip upstairs now onto the computer and order the voltage meters. I think they're just under £4 each for the little LED ones, and that'll give me time while they're in postage, however long they take to get here, to secure all this down, do as much wiring as I can, and then hopefully all I'll have to do is connect the battery and a solar panel up to it. So I'm going to have to go out while I've probably got about 10 minutes left of daylight. A bit dark out there. Rip out the charge control unit and then wire all this on, so I should have a nice faceplate control panel with the important off switches to isolate individual items, and of course the important voltage meters so I can see what's coming in and what's going out and how much I've got in my bank. Because at the moment I've just got a tester and I have to keep pushing the wires onto individual things to see how much power I've got coming in, how much I've got going out, how much is in the bank. So it'd be nice to get the 3 meters above the 3 isolating switches, charge controller in, the inverter on the back of here, hardwired in to the plug socket. So I best get to work. But that's my little update, and I might actually make a video off the shed when I have the face plate control panel finished, as at the moment it looks like a fucking mess in my shed with wires everywhere. So stay tuned.